Leather is a great material to work with, and the craft of leatherwork can produce some beautiful results. But how can I do with leather from an old sofa in less than 1 hour of prior experience? To begin with, here's what I have to work with. This leather all came from an old sofa that I skinned about 2 years ago, and I've only just gotten around to buying the tools to really work with it. My goal for today is to make myself a new wallet, with a special compartment for a multi-tool that I'm also working on. First, I'm going to design the wallet on paper, really roughly. This is where all my projects start, a page or two of rough sketches. I find that sketching on paper like this makes it easier to get an idea of the parts I need, before drawing up more proper designs. Now onto making a template. Because I'm only using simple shapes, my program of choice is actually just Microsoft Word. It allows me to easily make accurately sized shapes to print. Once I had my design drawn up, it was onto printing the template and cutting it and the pieces of leather out. When cutting the leather, I made sure to apply a lot of pressure to the template, while I ran a craft knife down the edge of a ruler to ensure straight lines. Having my pieces cut out, it was onto marking holes. I recently bought a cheap set of tools off of eBay, and this will be my first time using them. Before I cut the holes, I used 2 pins and a ruler to mark out the lines for the holes to go across. There is a proper tool for this, but I don't have it, so I had to improvise. With the lines marked, I could begin punching out holes. This all went pretty smoothly, and I had no trouble with the cheap punches. It's worth noting that usually you would stain the leather at this point if you were planning on it, but I don't have any stain, so I'm going without it for now. With all the pieces punched, it was time to glue. First, the right side of the multi-tool pocket. With that glued, I then did a small line of saddle stitch down this portion of the wallet, since it was separate from the main stitch. With this piece done, I could then glue the rest of the pieces together and begin stitching. I didn't know about saddle stitching prior to this project, and I must say I'm kinda in love with it. I love how it looks, and the process of stitching pre-made holes was very relaxing. In total, I think it took me almost 3 hours to stitch this entire wallet. I definitely sped up after a bit of practice, but overall it's a very slow, methodical process. Yeah, it looks kinda meh, but it functions great. All the pockets are well sized, and it does everything I want it to. The looks are letting it down a bit, but that's just due to my lack of practice. I'll probably try to stain it in the future as well, which should make it look less like a chunk of couch. Not much more to say really. To be honest, this was mostly just made as a part 1 to the multi-tool video, which I should be releasing soon. Thanks for watching.